I think he's just an amazing coach, but beyond that, he's just an amazing person.
Mike is a hero to me because, man, there's not enough words to describe it.
I don't think he even planned to change our lives that much, just because he was just like, I'm going to give everything I have to these kids, and I don't think he understood how big of an impact he was having on us.
Mike was always there, whether it was in person, whether it was a phone call, he was right there for me if I needed him.
Mike's given a lot of kids a passion and a confidence in themselves that they can do whatever they've set their minds to.
You can be you here. Tap into the superhero in you. You know what I mean? This is just a photo album of back in the day. This is probably 15 years ago. There's Jaden Cox, JC. There's Jaden, my nephew Jeremy. These pictures are very special to me because I can reminisce, I can go back and where they were in their process of being the best wrestler or the best person they can be. This is Jaden Cox wrestling shoe from when I think he was in high school and in college. Obviously Jaden Cox because it's a big one. That was at the World Team Trials. One of my most accomplished wrestlers is Jaden Cox. He was an Olympic bronze medalist in 2016 and a world champion in 2018. I knew early on he was a special kid. He was dealing with some demons. He was dealing with some things that happened to him in his past. And I saw it. I knew something was going on, and so I just tried to play my role.
He was always like a dad to Jaden. He picked him up at the hospital and he moved in with us. And Mike was there talking with him at 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, like whenever Jaden needed him, Mike was always there for him.
And that's just who Mike is.
He tries to take in so many dogs because like he loves animals so much that he has them feel like they're children too.
In fact, one time I was driving with him and he hit a squirrel. He stopped and brought it to the vet.
He has a bleeding heart. He takes in animals, stray animals. He would take everyone in that he could, and the same thing with kids.
There's so much more to Mike than wrestling that people don't know. The times that he's not in the room, he's making the world a better place.
He's always said like never give up on anything, and he brings that to like never give up on anyone either.
I moved out here about 4 weeks before I found out my dad was terminally diagnosed with Lou Gehrig's disease. The first person I actually told was Mike. I came home from practice one night and Mike was sitting outside. He goes, "All right, you're gonna sit with me and we're gonna talk."
It wasn't too long, before this that my dad passed.
It was a lot of different discussions that, helped me to understand that like I wasn't going through it alone. I had somebody living under the same roof that I was that knew what I was dealing with. We had a lot of talks after that about what it was going to be like to watch my dad kind of wither away a lot. I had somebody that cared about me as a person more than just a wrestler. Wrestling's not like our main purpose on this earth. He always talks about we're here for bigger reasons to change the world and whatever we do.
Like he has so many kids that come to his camps that don't pay, and people don't realize this.
If we need shoes, he'd buy us shoes. If we need singlets for little kids, he'd pitch in and buy them singlets.
Like it's really like emotional to me because like I didn't have that father figure when I was younger. He was like the father I never had growing up. So I actually did change my last name for him my freshman year of college.
It's really cool to come out here and see this. See how many lives have been impacted by what we're doing here. Every time I have kids that have been here, they come back, they come right to this wall. There's a lot of great coaches out there, and I just don't want to be a great coach. I want to be a great coach. I want to be a role model. I want to be a leader.
These kids start believing like they can do anything.
And every one of you could be an Olympian, world champion. You live your life right, you do the right things. Great things are coming.
The biggest saying growing up that really stuck with me was it's not how you start, it's how you finish. And that's actually tattooed on my chest.
When Mike first told me about this award, he was so excited that somebody nominated him.
I think he's my hometown hero because I drive 2 hours to get here every day just to practice for 2 hours and drive 2 hours back.
I think that Mike deserves this award above anyone else in the world because he cares about his kids. He doesn't care about the money. He cares wholeheartedly about his kids.
Mike is there. He is family through and through, and it's even more special than your family that you share genetics with. It's a family that you choose, and I would choose Mike. Every time.
Family on three. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3. Family! All right, boys. Good job. Great job.